Hi all and welcome to our midday recap. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but we kind of lost all the momentum of our morning session. Let's take a look first at what happened with the S&P 500. And this is the 5-minute S&P that you're watching here in the room. Take a look at this ugly move from 593 plus to 586. That's 13. That's wow. That's 3 times. That's 1.5%, nearly 1.5%. 593 to 586. Sorry, my mistake. $7. So 1.1%. My math is not that strong. Still, we're still in positive territory. Despite everything, I don't know what triggered this leg down, 5-minute breakdown just before noon, but you can see we're up, only barely up. I think we were negative at one point. Yeah, we closed, we traded below yesterday low, so we were negative at one point. Now the market is regrouping, so we are off lows. As you can see, volumes are very, very low, and yeah, we lost the momentum. Definitely lost the momentum. Maybe it's the Nasdaq behind this move. I see some, BBY is definitely an important part of retail, down 8%. CRM turned negative or sharply negative. BBWI retail stock down sharply. GameStop is not that important, but I saw another retail stock that ANF down 5 after being over 100 yesterday, now $84, so 20% down in a couple of hours yesterday and today. Okay, so that's the SPY. Nothing to write home about it. Let's take a look at the Qs, which were at 1.2% up. And yeah, pretty much the same chart as the SPY. Not a surprise. Looking at market leaders, let's take a look first at Nvidia. Still up substantially over the market, but yeah, it's way stronger than the market. Let me bring in the 2-minute charts, because we don't like to trade stocks on 5-minute charts, but you can see the trend is clearly, yeah, it looks more like a higher lows type of a trend than anything else. So descending peaks, not a good signal. And take a look at this support level 140 that is likely to break, but that's going to happen only if the market reverses lower. So I'm not suggesting by any means or any shape or form to short Nvidia. Okay, that's Nvidia. So a bit disappointing. Anybody that's looking for a long trade, I don't know. If the stoppers would have been normal, I would suggest let's take a bet and buy it for 140, risking 20 cents, 30 cents. The risk is now almost 70 cents. So I don't think it's worth 0.5% of risk. Moving on to the big winner today, SBET. Non-stop. The problem with SBET is that the spreads open up anywhere between 1 cent to 100 cents. Right now the spreads are 64 cents. Anyway, if there was an entry point in SBET, it was this 45 level. The risk was $2. The reward from 45 to 49. So 2 to 1 is already, again, excluding the spread. So very risky. That's for experience and those who know how to trade limit orders, because this one with a market order, it's you're gonna get killed trading such a spready stock despite a good volume. but it's too spready. That's a tough trade. An easier trade was AI in the morning session, but as you can see, guys, the volume totally dried out. It's a long right now. I don't know if it has any momentum. Support is 28.50. I doubt if it's gonna hold 29, but 28.50 is amazing support. So from this level, from this 28.50 or 60, a reversal higher, maybe that's a better idea than entering right now. Right now the risk on the trade is 30 cents. A big loser today in HPQ and Sentinel. We talked about them in the morning session. Both of those stocks moved actually higher. Nothing special about them right now. I'm surprised to see BBY doing so bad because it wasn't on my earnings list. Maybe there was some news. Anyway, the stock is down 7 and actually managed to stage a reversal over the VWAP. That's actually a surprising thing. Should have been moving lower. Can it reverse higher from 66? I'm not suggesting buying one of the worst performers today. And another weak performer, HPQ, but that was on earnings. Keep in mind, HPQ delivered a nice move, especially in the morning session, and now it's pulling back. To me, it looks like still a long play, using this 2480 or 85 support. Yeah, let's 2480 support level. So 20 cents for a target of 50 cents, maybe back to the highs of the day. The trend, the stock is very weak, but the trend is relatively strong, definitely versus the rest of the market. We don't have any additional news today, but we're going to have important news tomorrow morning before the market opens. That's inflation news. That's at 8:30, so won't interfere with the regular market action. And there are some stocks, interesting stocks that will report. We'll discuss them tomorrow morning. I don't see JD, nothing. Up 4% at the open and still 4% right now. If you watch my gainers list, Nvidia still at the top, and Uber and Robinhood at the bottom, especially Uber. And there was a signal that things are not going very well with Uber, and the stock took a huge beat out of the bell today. I'm guessing on some news. I don't know if it's Trump related or not. Anyway, the stock is, to me, being that it's moving sideways and not accomplishing anything to the upside, still it looks to me like a short candidate. Although the daily chart is very strong, and the Nasdaq is still positive, so a bit risky to try a trade here, but if at all, I would look for a short play. Guys, this is all for our midday roundup. We'll see you again at the close and of course tomorrow morning. Thanks a lot for being here with us, and please like, subscribe. The routine, if you have any comments, please post, and we'll see you guys later on today. Have a good night.